Hello everybody. Hi. So I am Girlfriend. I am your 2020 community boot black. If you are on TikTok, I will be answering any questions over on my Twitch. My link is in my bio if you wish to follow along. I am just doing a bag today and just keeping a light AMA. We're going to talk about kind of what happened for the last few months because I did fall off bandwagon. I did not mean to. I have a lot of personal things and I'm now ready to share and talk to y'all about. But today we are getting into this Olivia Harris bag. It's a genuine leather Olivia Harris. It has a plate right here. This was sent in by one of my dear friends on the channel. Their name is Danielle. They run Lost Art Design. If you would need any fun graphic designs, because they have done mine, any cards, graphics, t-shirts, things like that, I highly recommend. They also do pins. They did do my pin, which will be available up on my website very, very soon, so I'm super excited for that. That being said, we are going to do this little bag. It's an Olivia Harris. It is a genuine one. She found this a few years ago back in college while thrifting. So for most of my bags, I like to actually turn them inside out and see if there's any gunk in the bottom from, you know, pins, things like that. Check all the pockets first before I actually start anything and kind of get the feel and lay of the land. So I'm going to go ahead and go on in. This bag is going back home to Chicago, so I am not using my normal stuff. I am using stuff that is up to the region, which is it's going back home to Chicago. So we are going to be using covers. Due to the fact that Chicago has a lot more salt and does not have like the nice warm humidity, bags tend to get eaten up a little bit quicker over there. I do not take care of them. I'm just going to examine the straps. So, hi Cookie Ass. So I'm going to go ahead and just remove the straps. I already took pictures of the bag, so I have before and after. So the last few months have been really rough for me. Personally, beginning of January, I found out I was positive for something and it wasn't COVID. I actually was pregnant for a little bit. I say a little bit loosely. I ended up miscarrying. I do have an IUD, so that was a lot of not fun for me. So that's kind of what I've been dealing with recently is I've been doing therapy, I've been getting better, and just kind of mourning that loss and getting over it for right now. And doing some active family planning for later. I do have an IUD in, as full disclosure, and I was being protected, and I'm on PrEP. I'm on all those good things. And it still happened, so be very wary. It can happen to you. It definitely happened to me, and that was not a fun doctor visit at all. So that really messed with me. We also had a house change. We got a new roommate. Last week I was planning on boot blacking, but right before getting off of my new job that I had just started, oh god, I started a new job too. There's been a lot of new things that just happened. My service dog took a fall off the bed, off of the new roommate's bed. They're fine. That's okay. Pugsley ended up having to go to the ER. And he did a hefty vet bill. So, I am currently taking our class, things like that. I am working on my website still for y'all. I do have some big plans and some fun things happening over there. I am hoping to get that done by the end of the month for everybody, so you guys are more than welcome to shop over there as well. And help support me on my boot blacking journey for this year. And whenever the world opens back up, we will go ahead and do some stuff over there as well, and hopefully I'll get to travel a bit whenever the world opens back up and it's a little more kinder. But no, that's what's been going on with me. It's just a lot of dumb things that happened all sequentially. So I am doing a lot better though, which is good. Because my mental health took a little bit of a dive, like emotionally, spiritually, as it did. So right now I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things and enjoy what I love doing, which is bootblacking and such. So, oh, come on, big boy. So this is a nice brown bag, so it's different from my other things. So we do have some different materials and things. I personally have 2 sets of brushes. I have one for colored leather, which for my brown I consider a color, and black, because I can't get enough dirt off the black ones. So that's always a move. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, oh, Pop, can you send links to Michael, both Michaels?
Yeah.
Thank you. So yeah, but no, and I need to stay home because of COVID restrictions, because I do care about my channel. Ironically, you guys have a lot of leather and lace content, which is great, and super early too. And I've been doing that steadily. So it's just been one thing after another. Wow, this strap is super stiff. This bag's been hanging around my house for a minute too. But you can see it's actually striped because of all the tanning and such and just hanging out. We're gonna get you back into shape, girl. And I'm gonna do some nice things to you. You're gonna love it. I promise. Alright, so we got some discoloration on the straps here. We're gonna see how much of that we can get off, but it's probably just the patina of the leather from the use. But we'll definitely try our hardest. We have, of course, rags to clean up our mess. I've always got a trusty lighter. I have a backup in case it fails. Got Q-tips, our 1 to 10 alcohol solution, our water solution, a nice big brown brush, an itty bitty brown brush, clear nail polish for all the rivets and such. I have Hubbard shoe grease. This is a pine tar based one. A lot of people swear by it. I personally have never been a real big fan. Burnser for leather in case there's uneven edges, which there shouldn't be. It's a really good quality bag. They're expensive. A polish brush, not a polish brush, buffer brush, and then yellow saddle soap. So, if you guys would like to ask any questions while I'm doing this, you guys are always more than welcome to. I'm gonna go ahead and just get a nice clean dusting of this off. Just make sure. Now this bag is a bit of a combination because this is a nice softer, probably a deer or sheep leather, but this here is a cow leather. You can tell this is like soft. My vest is sheep. This is why. I also looked it up on this bag's particular website on how to take care of it properly. So it also has got some white stuff on here. Danielle, what have you been doing? A question. Love you, but a question. So I'm just gonna get it all cleaned up first. Look at this bag looking nice. Got some junk outside. If you guys are watching and would like to participate more, I am over on Twitch. Link is in my bio if you want to ask any question you would like over there. Anything at all you'd like. So I've just been busy trying to get better, trying to do all the things. Alright, what do we have? Whee! Rag away. I got my water here. We got our Fibblings. I'm gonna butcher this to the day I die. It's called Fibblings. This is yellow saddle soap. They do come in a white. It's just a nice warm bag, so it does not matter which one I use. I'm gonna grab my brown brush. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm actually gonna start with the strap. I'm gonna go ahead I'm gonna clean up the strap. Because I always like starting with the straps and the smaller details first before I move on to bigger things. So I think our next Leather and Lace episode will be sometime, today's March, sometime mid-April. I do have a Friday family engagement next weekend, and then I'll be quarantining at home for a little bit, just to make sure that my next set of friends do not get sick from anything. Usually, I do not go anywhere. I work from home. I've worked from home even before the pandemic was cool. I did start a new job, which is super fun. I'm doing sales for a company. It's very different from what I'm normally doing. So I'm doing sales, and I'm learning a lot. So I'm doing all the things. And the strap is really stiff, and that's fine. I'm going to work it with my hands for a little bit. And I probably burn off all the strings I've got. Spray the bag down too. She's dry. She's from my hometown. She's a little dry. She browned up real nice. So she's changing colors right now. She's getting a bath. She's a little dirty. She's on her thing. My dear friend did ask to try and scrub out this bottom stain. I'm gonna give a little bit of extra elbow grease to see if we can't lift that off. So, but Pugsley is doing better, for those of you concerned. He's resting. We went and even back and got him more meds yesterday. So we did take him to the vet right away. But he's on bed rest for the next couple weeks, so he won't be seeing much of him on any social media, because he's just laying down and hanging out. I'm just doing the straps and the handles and such, so I'll make sure we get some of the grime off. I can see my friend has been carrying it mostly with these two handles versus the shoulder bag, which is fine, but it's got a little bit of oil on it. Pop, do you want to give Wednesday a toy maybe? She's at the door begging. Our other dog Wednesday is also in the room with us right now.
Oh, hi.
So, she's a good feeling. Pick a toy, Winnie. You deserve it. So, we've been busy though. I've been doing a lot of dog training. We have more dogs than just Wednesday and Pugsley right now. So, a lot of new fun adventures for everybody. I should be back later this week. I did teach at a conference this weekend, and I did do some boot blacking then. So, and I will be doing the other boot. We'll be going in depth on how to do a mirror shine hopefully this weekend. It all prevails with my schedule. This new job does suck at my hours a little bit, which is fine. You may hear crunching. She picked an antler.
You have yours.
No, this is on top. Correct.
Here it is.
This panel is all clean. This side now. I'm gonna do the butt. Let's probably talk about some of the climate difference from here to Florida and such. So, Chicago is a very, very snowy, wet, and salty place. It also is very beautiful and has great food. I do miss it sometimes. I grew up there, but now I live here in Florida. And Florida's climate's hot. It is wet, but no salt is available. Salt is something that will definitely eat away at your leather up there. So, what do? You take your stuff in a lot more than you should. If you want something leather to stay nice forever, get it to a boot black, get it to your local bag cleaner, someone who loves leather and will take care of it for you. I know growing up, I did not know any of this. I wish I had. I wish I didn't think like, oh, ever have something as nice again? Because if I just would have taken care of it, I wouldn't have had pieces fall apart on me. So, important to take care of your stuff, especially in the salty climates, because the salt will eat away at the leather. It is corrosive at points. So, that is why I personally don't use Hubbards down here, because it's a little bit thick for my liking. And I have noticed, and I've done the experiment, that down here in Florida at least, cockroaches seem to like that one a little bit more. At least the area that I am, I believe it's probably from the natural pine. But Hubbards has as many uses, and many boot blacks love them, so I'm not trying to yuck anyone's yum. I am one person. You're more than welcome to have your own opinions about it. I sparingly use Hubbards, only one requested really. Take it and scrub the inner pocket liner, which is on top. Now, I personally, some people like to go very heavy on soap. I am more of a light-handed soap person, so I like to build up and use less is more. I should be able to get everything clean, just a couple of swishes and stuff. Here. Darken because it's got water. Because this bag does have a bit of strappage, I probably will be going over it again just to make sure with a rag. With a wet rag to make sure you don't leave any soap residue in all the little cracks and crevices. I do not want to accidentally cause something to go rancid. That is not my intent. Plus, it's going to a dear friend of mine, and I want to make sure she gets a baller bag back. I've missed a spot. So all scrubbed out now. It's really good. All right. And do this side. So if you guys would like any questions, comments, concerns, you can ask me about poly, you can ask me about kink. You're more than welcome to. I'm just here working away on this nice bag. If you guys would like me to clean something on camera as well, I am actually open for commission. You're more than welcome to send it to me. Keep in mind there will be a 2-week held quarantine just to make sure that nothing horrible's happened. And if you pay for the shipping back, it's all yours. More than happy to clean stuff that way for people. If you have any specifications you would like to send to me and such, we are working out that logistics on the website. So soon, if you have something you want me to clean for you, and you don't have time to drop it off, we will be working on that for you. Leave it alone. Chain. Got all these pretty fringe and such. So I usually just kind of take the brush, because this one is finished on both sides. I usually like to take the brush first and flail it through. And I take each individual one and go back and forth. That way all of this blanket's cleaned. Just get it brushed directly. So the dot lost open it. I do have a website. I've been building it for a while. It's just been a little hard going with all the human trials that I've been through this last couple months. But yes, we do have a website being built. I've built the website. I just need to get products. What is the website? Okay, so the website will be announced when it's all finished, but if you'd like to fund it for right now, the link's in my bio for Cash App and PayPal. I will accept both in Venmo. My text is over here rolling his eyes. I'm playing Animal Crossing. Yes. Yes, it will be complete behind a paywall and such. It will be hosted up on Shopify. So. Or Square. I think it's Square actually. Square and Shopify. This guy's all clean. Easy. I'm just gonna spray him down with some little extra water to make sure I don't leave any soap. Alright. Thanks, cookies. What else can I talk to you guys about? I've just been busy. I did get to see my other partner for the weekend, which was super fun. We ended up hanging out and then dealing with dog stuff, so not much to do. What else have we been doing? I've honestly just been kind of working on leather and laces for you guys. I'm just going to virtual therapy. Working on the house stuff. Make sure we got all this served up. So if you have any questions about leather care or anything like that, please ask me. You're more than welcome to. If you're not comfortable asking here on Twitch or don't have time, I am on Instagram, I am on Twitter. I am always answering questions there. Winnie enough. Do not bark. Wednesday enough. Sorry, dogs. Thank you. I think so too. It's coming out nice. Alright, so we've got that. It's going to come out and get super fish just to make sure. The silk underneath there. Alright, I'll flip it and do this side now. This bag is thirsty. Hi, Catalina. I would love to clean it for you. As soon as I get it up and running, I will definitely be more than happy to clean it and send it back. So again, if you do want to charge that fee, not charge that fee, if you would like to do that service, again, I will hold on to your stuff for 2 weeks because of COVID before I even touch it. So, just as a forewarning, you will hang out in my house. I will definitely let you know when it's there and where it goes back. Now? Now what?
Doing it now, or?
If they would like to contact me and let me know what they would like, I'm more than happy to take it now. Again, website should be launched by the end of the month, so that's what I'm shooting for. I was hoping the end of January, but with all the unexpected things that happened, it definitely did not work out in my favor. January was hard. You have to send me a message on whatever platform you'd like, and I'm more than happy to look into doing that for you and send it back. I'm also cleaning the lip as I go along. Alright, all sides of these bags have been cleaned now. I'm just going to go through and scrub the lip of the bag. I'm probably going to scrub these handles right here twice just because I know they get used a lot, just to make sure there's no more human oil on it. Alright, my soap portion is done. I'm going to grab a rag really quick and just wet it. And we're going to go over these seams really quick to make sure we're not leaving any soap behind in all these little buckle strap boys. Because this has got to go back to someone and go get loved on even more. And I know for a fact my dear friend said they had never cleaned this bag at all. So it's going to be a little sticky. It's going to be a little dirty, especially because it was a secondhand find. As you can see, it's just yellowed from all the use and time, even with me scrubbing it forever. But it has been a very well-loved bag. I will give that. Sure, I'm going through all these straps. The zipper here. Just make sure you get everything. Gonna do all the things. Alright. They feel so much softer now. Make sure we get this one all scrubbed away. There we go. Alright, scrub the strap. Just make sure nothing's hiding in any little spot. There we go. There we are. Alright. I'm gonna get, not my hubber tip, I'm gonna get a lighter. I'm gonna start burning off all the extra strings that we see. Reason why I burn is because I don't want the items fraying. You're more than welcome to, the string is long enough, tie it off in a square knot, and then cut the excess off. I personally, if I don't have to tie anything off, I will just burn away. Because who would have thought boot blacking and fire play have the same thing? This side can come out. Just do something more. Girl, what white stuff did you put on this bag? It's flicking off. There we go. Jesus. It's like something on the surface of the bag. There we go. It's off. Alright. Making sure you're getting all the threads. Okay, making sure we're doing all the things. I love you too, Cookies. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I'm happy with that bag. Check the strap. And there's one right here. A very long one right here. Just burn it out very quickly. These buttons got some scum on them, so we'll go ahead and do a quick minor detail onto those buttons to get all the dirt off. Alright, so for button detail. grab some Q-tips. Okay. I grab my 1 to 10 alcohol solution. I'm gonna spray it. I'm gonna open it first so it don't evaporate. So let's spray it on the table. Oh, I missed the whole thing. There we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean the buttons. The rivets. There. Some of them are a little crunchy, a little gross. I've heard people using Simply Green as well. I haven't experimented with it yet, so I'm more than happy to do some testing for y'all. Now, if a grommet, like a button like this, is completely gone and you have the capabilities, I do not, sadly, and you have a press, you are more welcome to take it all apart and replace it. I, sadly, do not have that option. Use some elbow grease to get this off. And some more of that. There we go. And this one is an Olivia Harris because this bag in particular has special studs in it, studs and screws, and it is hand stamped. So it's a very small, minor detail, but that detail means this bag costs like $300 and not $50. Toss that over there so we don't reuse it. Good dirt. Now, I love me good handbags. They're so pretty. We got things going. My husband can attest. He's bought me many a Dooney and Burke that are rare in value. I have a lot of Disney Dooney and Burkes, so I do have another Disney Haunted Mansion Dooney and Burke that is sitting on the table I haven't touched in months. But it's really pretty, and I haven't touched it because I wanted to black it first. On camera for y'all. I have a lot of leather I need to do for y'all. Yes, thank you, husband. I've just been busy and just dealing with life. Here we go. This is the mark on the buttons as well as an O and an H. Only have the alcohol solution. I'm just gonna brush it down. She gets grime, she gets stuff on it. It happens to all of us. Someone, I have all the time in the world. Doing it is another option. Having good motivational skills and not crappy days is the part of doing. Because I would love just to sit and clean leather all day, to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and spray down this chain here. Oh, it actually comes apart. Ha ha ha. I'm going to go ahead and spray it down though. Hey pup, can you grab me another rag? Please. I think I need it. I'm going to need it a little later when I need it. I'm just going to spray down the chain with the 1 to 10 alcohol solution just so it can get a little bit of care and love. Thank you. Thanks. You're the best. Love you. Sometimes you just get missing hairs. Today's one of those days. Alright, I'm happy with that. I can mess with that. Got all of that. Okay. Bye, rag. Thanks for helping. Alright, we are gonna bust open the can of the Hubbard's now. Alright, this is Hubbard shoe grease. It's very, very popular in the BDSM and kink community. Why is the big question it's so popular? A lot of people, it's actually versatile. Any keys? Hey, open this. As weakling. Take it. Open, give back. A lot of people use Hubbard's to lick and to munch on it because it is technically edible. I personally do not do that. Just my stomach's very sensitive. Some people do use it in the bedroom. Don't do it either. My pH balance is very, very important. Don't use it in your butt either, please. And I'm not condoning this. I'm just letting you have that information and do with as you will. But people do use it. But it is a good product for boot blocking. Thank you. Lovely, strong husband. So, it comes in a can like this. And it smells like sawmill. If you don't know what sawmill is, I'm really sorry. It is pine tar in a jar. So it smells like woodsy campfire. I understand the appeal of it. It is very, very pretty enough smell. We're going to take a bit. My fingers are already wet. I'm just going to rub it on it. Why I requested for more rags. So Hubbard's is super messy, as you can see. Less is more, especially with anything. I'm going to work this leather though while I'm doing this. Make sure everything is conditioned. So, it will go rancid if you leave it out for a while or don't replace it. So something to keep in mind, you would be buying and replacing this. Well, my friend's bag, it smells like camp. I want to go camping so bad. I miss it. And my version of camping is very, very different from y'all's. I almost guarantee it. I go camping at one of Florida's premier gay campgrounds. I love every single flippin' minute of it. And it's my absolute favorite place to be. Because our campsite with all our friends is pretty dope. Everyone usually chips in food and beer and alcohol. Everyone has a lot of fun. We play games all weekend. We enjoy each other's company. And we get to maybe do naughty things outside in the woods. I am all about that. I do miss my sawmills. So, hopefully soon. I'm hoping with the vaccine getting and such, It'll be even sooner. I have sadly not had my shot yet, but I've been noticing a lot of our friends are starting to get it. I'm really, really excited for every single one of you, and I'm jealous at the same time. Damn, I want it so bad, but I can wait my turn. I can wait my turn, and that's fine with me. I work from home, so I really don't get to see anybody. I'm definitely taking my caution. I'm still wearing my mask, even after I probably still will wear my mask after for a while. Just because you never know. Something else could happen in this pepperoni pizza. Couldn't tell you. I'm just working the strap because it's supposed to be in some folds. How's the pull on it? Oh, could you just... Oh, that is very, very true. I totally forgot about that. Yes, Keiju, you don't want to use Hubbards for the fun times because it can cause a latex and condoms break down in it very easily. You can very much well. That is a very good point that I've forgotten. But, again, of course, use condoms. Be smart. Be safe. That's all you ever advocate to everybody. So I'm just warming up the leather and working it. Because the stiffs was real. There we go. See how different the bag now looks when it's all conditioned? It should actually match the handle. Knowledge is power. I appreciate it. So, what else do I have coming up for you guys? This week I'll probably be doing a pair of boots from the convention that I spoke about earlier. I'm doing one boot because I did the other one for the class, so we'll go ahead and try and match the mirror, which is always super fun. A few days after. I did ask my partner to run around the boots and play in them, and honestly, they were still shiny when I did them, so I felt kind of bad for my class. I'm really sorry if you came from there. Sometimes these little cracks and crevices are hard to get into, so you can always use a rag or Q-tips. I'm just going to use a Q-tip in here to get this all done. Oh, my gear's pink. The comment is, I forgot to mention when I was on that, I love how all your gear's pink. All of mine is blue. Gotta stick with the theme. I actually really like the color red. But my bottles are pink, so I can identify them at the clubs way more easier whenever that opens back up. Plus they have my name and they're stickered. They're all mine. But I love that. I love when people have a theme to all their stuff. It's quite adorable. Yeah, the spot's just a little bit too thin for my fingies. I'm gonna make sure we do the inner and the outer. Oh, so something, I was off my game on Saturday when I did that event, and I completely forgot to tell you what is a boot black. A boot black is a person in the community that takes care of leather and leather history. So we're kind of like the history record keepers. Most of our history for leather is oral. Not to have a pun there, but it is. So we're kind of like the first people that'll be like, hey, how are you? Like, I'm more than happy to help you and like make sure you look nice for your event that you're showing up. Most boot blacks are super friendly, very outgoing. I'm one of those people, so I try to be as friendly as a human possibly can. But we do take record of like the history and like where boots have been and like how important that is. So Again, sick service dog did not help me with that event on Saturday, but I knew better. Get a nice glob of it right in the corner. There we go. I'll do the other side in here. So yeah, it was a fun, interesting event. I wish I could have stayed for more of it, but we did have to run to the vet. Is there a specific brand that you would recommend when picking a housing kit for your boot black? The question here is there a specific style or brand that you would recommend when picking a housing for your boot black kit? I got my kit off of Wish of all places. I didn't know if it would show up. My husband bought it as a gift for me. I have seen so many cool, interesting boot black kits over the years. I have seen custom-made ones with stands and everything. I have seen the simplest rubber mate tote. I boot black for the community, so my kit is quite larger. But do what works best for you. My very first boot black kit was just a plastic bag, a can of Hubbards, and a brush like this and like that. And that's all I got. I think I maybe had some saddle soap that was left over. But whatever works for you. I've seen a variety of things. Rubbermaid, honestly, in those tool container bins, the plastic ones are really good for toting stuff around. I tote mine around in a giant makeup kit. And I like mine because it has locks, so I can lock it up at an event. What are you licking, dog? Should not be licking the Hubbards. I know I didn't launch any over there. Stop licking your butt. But that, whatever really works for you. I've seen so many cool kits over the years. My kit also has like a chair now with it that comes with me. Not this nice chair, because this is my work chair now. But I would definitely recommend going to the hardware store and picking one out. There's also the very vintage antique ones that are wood box with a footrest on top. I have never used one of those because I have back issues. But they're also very yay big, close to the ground. I'll be boot blacking and laying on the floor, which I wouldn't mind doing, but I'm pretty sure the event would. I'll work all of this into here. And this bag is sucking up all this Hubbards. I didn't get a second open. So when this happens, because this bag has never been cleaned before, at least to my knowledge, my friend has had this bag for a very, very long time, it will do this thing where it will just keep sucking in the product. This happens. What you want to do is keep applying said product, but give it some time to dry. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this side panel here. Give it some time to dry. Cookies asked where do I get my products from. I get my products from all over. My favorite place is to shop local. My favorite place to shop actually is Tractor Supply of all places, which is our local farm store near our home. They have a whole bunch of horse saddle stuff, so I usually hang out in there for a couple minutes while I'm at the store and picking up new brushes and such. And they also have your saddle soap over there, because horse care is a big thing. All that tack needs to get cleaned eventually. So that's a really good start place. If you can't find it on Amazon, I almost swear it doesn't exist. Amazon's a great place to find all of these conditioners and such. You can find a variety. where else would I go? I've been to Target to pick up things for my suede stuff that I do. The dollar store is amazing. Do not knock the dollar store for any kink related things. You will find some of the best finds there. All my toothbrushes are from there, and leather stores. We have a leather store here in Florida, where I'm at, called Tandy. It's right by one of my favorite dungeons. I'm not gonna be biased. That's one of my favorite places in the world. And I just go on in there. I picked up this bronzer from there. They also have a whole bunch of things. So, and knowledge. Knowledge is power. So that's where I get all my products from. It's a variety of places. And again, my kit box is from Wish. All places. This is making me hungry for s'mores. I wish you guys could smell this with me, because it legit smells like a campfire. Why are you so grumpy, Wednesday? You're the one that gets to be out running around. So as you can see, there's a little scar here in the leather, so I'm just going to make sure we go over it in a little detail. Make sure it gets all filled in with lots of conditioner. So we're on to this side of the bag. I'm going to grab a new Q-tip, put it on the side. And make sure we're going up and down all the way. All the hubbards I can possibly do. Now, some people also go to craft stores for some of their supplies, like the glycerin soap, because some people don't like saddle soap. What? I know! Sorry, dogs. Some people don't like saddle soap, which is fine. Some people don't like the properties or stuff that goes into saddle soap, and you're more than welcome to use straight glycerin from Michael's. And I would just make sure you get the clear, non-like additives like goat milk soap and things like that, just the regulars. Dogs are so funny. So yeah, just making sure we go over this. Good death. Death's always an option for you, table. The reason why I don't put a tablecloth is I knew I'd be working with hubbards, and it's gonna get everywhere, and I cannot feel like getting all that oil out of the tablecloth today. And we can see here, this is the done portion, this is not. This is why I'm probably going to do this twice, just to make sure it's all evenly set in. And then wipe it off with a towel in case there's any excess. Gooey, gooey, gooey. Any fun advice I can give to bootlegs? Why not that? Do. My fun advice for you is to do, and to try. If you are scared, do it. You never know what you're gonna do to an item, and then you'll learn a lot from it when your mistakes happen. I usually practice on all my own leather first before I try out a new technique on somebody. And I've fucked up leather before. I hands down have screwed up leather here on camera before. we learn, we grow, we understand our product better. If you want to learn how to practice and don't have leather, go to a thrift store. Ask a friend, hey, I want to learn on these boots. Do you mind if I take them and work on them? I'm pretty sure they'd be more than happy to oblige by that. Make sure you rope down in. My first public boot blacking was actually the very first time I was actually learning how to boot black. So I highly recommend just jump in and do. That's all you can do is learn how to help. That's what I did in my first leather experience with my husband down here. At that time, it was just my boyfriend. So I learned that day when meeting all his fun, kinky friends on how to boot black. And it honestly was the most transformative experience I have had with him since. And I love him very much. I wouldn't be doing all the fun things here without him in the lovely community that I'm in. So this zipper here, I'm going to open back up. I'm going to take some hovers and put it along the line of the zipper so it never ever gets stuck again. So you can do this with almost every single thing. You can also go to your local farmer's market and pick up a stick of beeswax. I have used that as well for zippers. You're just going to run through up and down a couple times. If your pants get stuck, also smart thing to do. It will wash off though in the wash and such. I'm just going to go ahead. Now for these inner pockets, they do have little leather on them. I did clean them prior. So I'm just going to go ahead and just gently throw them on there and the name patch as well. This one also has an inner zipper. So. This is an AMA. You are more than welcome to ask me any question you see fit. I do not mind answering any question. Thanks, bottled water. Or alcohol water. There we go. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and do the butt. Make sure your butt gets touched. I'm definitely making a second coat of this motor because it needs it. The only other time I've seen conditioner get sucked up so fast from leather is the Sisterhood of the Traveling Chaps that we call. Because everyone in my leather community, I kid you not, has worn this one pair of chaps, including my husband. But it just loves conditioner no matter what it is. It will drive your soul. See that thing? I think it did. This one first started on. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this one for this. Oh, I forgot this boy. Happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him a light dusting for the little fringed tassel boy. Yeah, wait, all the leather stuff matches. Also has red string on them. Do our second round to make sure everything gets coated properly. Now this bag, I'm going to let it dry down for at least 48 hours before I take any big pictures of it done. just so that way this conditioner stuff does have time to work in. That way I can send it back to its owner because I'm pretty sure she misses her bag. On the second round, I'm going to go ahead and just stick the little straps back in. Decorative ones that don't do much. I'm sorry if you hear snoring, that's Wednesday. Oh, there we go. There we go. So I am also looking for new questions to ask some of our contestants for leather and lace. So if you have any questions you would like asked by other people in the leather community, please let me know. If you have someone that you want to try to get interviewed for the show that I don't know about, also please let me know. I'm looking for leather leadership type folks. I'm looking for people of color. I'm looking for a whole bunch of variety of people. So if you've got someone who you think is a good community leader and a good advocate for BDSM, kink, and lifestyle, please send them my way. I would love to talk to them one-on-one. All the good things. We just had our last one last week with Master Shadow and Topher. They run an event called Community Unity Leather and Fetish. You can find them on Facebook. Week prior, we talked to Kai Morrow, who is a HIV and AIDS healthcare specialist. Super sweet. The kid's going places. I got a couple more people on the books, but I would love if you guys have anyone you can think of that you'd want to see me interview. I'm more than happy to. There we go. Oh, it looks so pretty. It's got a nice blue color. A Q-tip. Just make sure we go with this line over here and underneath this boy. That way we have a seamless line all the way down. I'm actually gonna probably put this side of the strap down on a set of like heavy books to help press the strap back down. It looks like she's been hanging out, waving at the world for everybody for a while. So things that will take time for after. These lovely spots. our schedule actually is also changing up here soon. I did start a new job, as I said before. I'm working in sales. Hopefully within the next few weeks I'll actually have my set schedule, but I'll probably be blocking in the mornings for a wee bit, or on the weekends only. So something to look forward to. But I will be bootblocking still. And if you miss it, I almost always upload the stuff right back onto YouTube. So I was more than happy. Has gotten so much darker, which is fine. That's what colors will do. It'll darken your things. Sorry, my dog Wednesday over here is just laying down having like the best doggy dream. Which is so sweet. I think my husband is about to fall asleep as well over there. Goodbye, lighter. It's okay, it was there. Wait a second. Hey. Eek. There we go. Do the tape bit. Leather strips. There we are. All right. Another Q-tip, and just do the edges again. I promise I'll pull you up when I'm done. do the bottom again and make sure it gets all clean. This is coming out so good. Why don't you match? Alright. So, this bag looks completely different now. Another coat on this guy just to help it out. I'm going to do one more final touch after this. Well, maybe two things. Maybe two things if we're lucky. Throw them in. There we go. Right here. That's the one that's most warm. Over here. Ah. There we go. Awesome. Oh, it looks so pretty now. Also make sure I do the inside lip really well. Go ahead and just grab a cloth. We're going to go over all our seams to make sure we don't leave any big globs. We don't want that. We don't want anything to stick around and get rancid on our clients. Checking all the little flaps, juice. Thanks, cookiest. That's very sweet of you. Alright, this bag looks completely different now. It's super dark now, at least to my eyes. I'm going to do one more thing, and that is to protect the little brassy eyelid knobs. So you're going to take clear liquid nail polish. You can use this for grommets too. You're just going to paint a clear coat on the silver. You never know what kind of screws you get and such. So I like to paint them to protect them to what they're at. This also will help prevent rusting on things. If you do have that issue. This bag shouldn't. Again, it's been through a wringer. Nail polish dry super quick. Oh good, it looks darker on camera too. Awesome. So here's the bag. It is all done. It is now super pretty and back together. So I'm going to do a couple more final details. Oh, why'd you do that for? Rude. Turn it back on. I lost half my light. It's so mean. So, this bag does look a little bit darker now. Don't worry. It'll probably stay a little bit darker now because it's all conditioned and loved. I am going to do a couple extra things to get these little flat boys down. I'm actually going to take some heavy books and lay it flat on that part of the bag for the next few days. So that way it goes back nice and flat. I'm going to send it on back to its owner. But thank you guys for tuning in. I hope to see you guys again sometime this week as well for when I do the other boot from the conference I went to, or presented at. The conference I presented at. But, that's all I got for you today. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope everyone stays well. If you like what you see here, I am on YouTube as well if you'd like to subscribe there. And let me help you take care of your leather. Bye, guys.